of having served as a gateway for immigrants throughout the history of our nation. We were a gateway in the 19th century, in the 20th, and now in the 21st century. According to a 2008 Rutgers study, for example, more than 40% of computer programmers and scientists, chemists, and physicians in New Jersey are immigrants. They also constitute a disproportionate share of business owners and entrepreneurs in our state. In fact, it's hard to find any industry in the state that hasn't derived major benefit from immigrant talent and energy.
But core to the failure of our immigration system is that we lack a system of predictability, one where businesses can make calculated risks based on reasonable expectations.
When we talk about immigration reform, for all of the different reasons that you'll hear, in particular, these types of programs, they exist, but they don't work. They need to be reformed. There is a variety of ways in which they could be fixed.
28% of all the companies started in the United States in 2011 had immigrant founders. However, if you look just at Silicon Valley, that hotbed of innovation in our country, 88% of the companies were founded by immigrants.
All of these are members of our chamber. Their interests are in making sure that they remain competitive. And part of that competitiveness is to be able to have the proper workforce that they need to compete, not just in New Jersey or in this nation, but around the world. That's why we're interested in it. That's why we took a lead role.
One such meeting, I think, is what created the New Jersey Immigrant Entrepreneur Awards. And it was a meeting with Congressman Lance, who said, look, I'm listening to what you're saying and I'm impressed. And some of the metrics that you're giving me and the stories that you're sharing with me convince me that immigration reform is an important issue. But who you need to convince are my constituents. You need to give this issue a broader exposure. You need to share these stories with the community.
And as a matter of fact, talking about job creation, one of the companies I create today, on which I sold a long time ago, became one of the largest software houses international. The concept came from me, and today probably one of the largest companies in New Jersey. So this is part of the innovation that I'm talking about.
I was born in West Africa. My parents are Lebanese, and I came to this country as a student. And before I left, my uncle whispered at my ear. He said, "You know, whoever goes to America never comes back." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm coming back." Never got back, right? Why didn't I go back? Because I was hired by Bell Labs, which was the most prestigious scientific institution. I worked side by side with Nobel laureates, and only in America do you actually get that opportunity.